Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? The New Orleans Saints obviously need help at cornerback. And we've talked about it plenty. It was a giant glaring need going into the draft, and you did get Quincy Riley out of Louisville in the draft. But it doesn't mean that you're settled at that position. You have Kool-Aid McKinstry back after his rookie season. And I think mostly we all agree Alontae Taylor is better in the slot or at safety than at boundary corner. We've gone through his Pro Football Focus numbers. Basically every metric that there is points to that. So you need help on the boundary. And Jaire Alexander was released by the Green Bay Packers on Monday. And Mark Murphy, who's the president of the Packers, was at a charity golf event and discussed the decision to release Jaire Alexander.
Well, first of all, he's been a great player for us. Obviously, elite talent, and unfortunately, just injured a lot, and that's kind of unfortunately that's a big part of our game.
That's true. But when healthy, Jaire Alexander has been a very good player. One more from Murphy, who talked from the Packers' perspective about not having Jaire Alexander.
I feel pretty good. I think Keyshawn Nixon, what a great story. He's undrafted, all-pro returner, and and the reality is, for like the last 4 years, Jaire's about half of the games he's been able to play. So, we've been used to it.
So Jaire Alexander is 28 years old. He was the 18th overall pick of Green Bay back in the 2018 NFL Draft. So since coming in the league in 2018, he has played in 78 games with 76 starts. Only twice has he played the full season. The caveat there is in the COVID year, he played 15 of the 16 games. But since then, since that COVID year, in the 4 years since, he's only played a full season once. That was in 2022. The last two seasons, he's played 7 games each in the last two seasons. So a total of 14 games played the last 2 seasons for Jaire Alexander. With this, being that this is just a straight release, right? You're not going to have to trade for him. You're not going to have to give up an asset should you want to go after Jaire Alexander. You're talking about a guy that was a first-round draft pick that at his best has been a high-level pro. He just hasn't been available. As one of the old adages, the best ability is availability. He's a 2-time Pro Bowler, and the Packers made the tough decision to release him. The one wild card for New Orleans is bringing back Isaac Yiadom, who had a really good 2023 with New Orleans and then left as a free agent in 2024 and is now back in New Orleans. But Green Bay made a difficult decision because this is a guy they invested a first-round draft pick in and signed to a long-term contract. And for New Orleans, you're talking about having roughly $30 million in cap space. It's just over $28 million that they have available. And it's hard for me to imagine a scenario where Mickey Loomis is just going to sit on that cap space available. New Orleans has never just accepted rebuild. They've never just accepted be bad. And so if they have an opportunity with $28 million in cap space available to go add a player that can be a quality starter for them, that's been a Pro Bowl caliber player, it's still a young veteran at 28 years old in Jaire Alexander, I would suggest they'd probably go do it. Now, I think it's also worth noting, I got this in my inbox earlier today, and it was the betting odds for which team would sign Jaire Alexander. And our guy Ross Jackson had a really nice piece over at LouisianaSports.net as to why the Saints should sign Jaire Alexander. But the San Francisco 49ers are the betting favorite to land Alexander, followed by the Dolphins, Eagles, Rams, Bills, Ravens, Commanders, Chiefs, Steelers, Falcons, Chargers, Cowboys, Giants, Colts, Patriots, Bengals, Broncos, Raiders, Jags, Jets, Bucks, Cardinals, Panthers, Browns, then the Saints at 50-1. So I don't know what to make of that when the odds makers are saying that. clearly they don't set lines unless if they have info to set the lines. But what they're very clearly saying is there's a whole laundry list of teams ahead of the New Orleans Saints that are more likely to sign Jaire Alexander, and that would actually make the Saints a virtual long shot compared to everyone else at 50-1 for the New Orleans Saints to sign Alexander. So while New Orleans is very much in need of help at cornerback, certainly a veteran starting cornerback, it doesn't seem likely that that's something that's going to happen just given where the odds are, as the Saints are 20th down the list of NFL teams that could very well land Jaire Alexander. So we'll follow it as we move throughout the offseason. The Saints might well be interested, but that interest may not be reciprocated. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.